Shadow, I like to think that I disagree with that whole the graphics have gotten worse, especially when compared to that well, I'm not sure I would even call it a game we just played. Might be a bit too ambitious because it was certainly something. Anyway, we're gonna go finish this up. Now I'm gonna do nitric acid in a second, but I'll first build one other one because I can actually do zinc, I think. Wait, no, not zinc. Gold. I can do gold. Well, gold also needs nitric acid. Can I do you? You just need hydrochloric acid. So we can do uranium, which is kind of nice. Bob, Crot, and Sapphirite. So let's get that going. So which ones need the same acid, actually? So let's do Sapphirite and Balmonium next to each other, so we'll make you Sapphirite. Sapphirite, there we go. Need to make sure to actually switch everything, including your blue geodes. So blue. And then switch you to, there we go. Switch you to uranium, which is good because it means that I can actually switch to proper, well, uranium. No randomizer today? No, I have no ongoing Zooter, if that's what you mean. I have played so many that I'm not burnt out on them, but I'm getting very close. I will be doing basically one more, which is with Shadows music, and that's the end. Okay, that's very depressing. That'll be the last one that I will play for a long time. I also still need to, like, I have another randomizer sort of on the horizon. I have like with Lucky, I have another Link to the Past, a Link to the Past, and where's the other one? A Link to the Past slash Super Metroid randomizer in the pipeline as well. Whenever he finally gets around to that, it's only a little bit annoying that we have to replan that all the time, but it should only be once. Let's see, you're light green. So yeah, we'll get it again, but I'm not in no hurry. My schedule's also gonna change drastically. Tomorrow is basically gonna be the last free day between quotation marks. It won't even be technically, because I'll be starting my internship. So I will keep Patreon games almost guaranteed. I need to think about what I want to do with everything else. Since I also haven't been streaming Breath of the Wild as much as I want to. And there's some other games that, I really like and I should play as well. And those do include things like Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and other things. I think once I get into the groove with my internship, I'll know a lot better what I can and can't do. And I should actually be able to stream not more, but more consistently. If you have suggestions for a randomizer, that always increases the chance that I will do something with them as well. Randomizers, like if someone else puts an effort, I'm much more, well, not forced to, but it's more enjoyable. Which is also why I really want to do one with Shadows stuff. Oh, okay, it's alright. What had happened before is that this completely congested because I requested so many trains at the same time that it completely broke. And with completely, I mean utterly broke. Like, wasn't even funny how much it broke. So you should need hydrochloric, right? So you have sulfuric. That's not good. Why? Ah, okay. So you need to switch it around. So we can thankfully void it now. It's so good. Um, so these two need sulfuric. There we go. Perfect. And now we're actually gonna get our uranium. Get our uranium. That's strange. Uranium is not very important, frankly speaking. It's nice to have, but So what would happen here? Yeah, you're just there for some reason. Anyway, uranium is neat. Wouldn't call it crucial. In fact, I wouldn't call it crucial at all. But it allows for a much more much easier. This is probably not needed anyway. Uranium is something that it's used for nothing else, but this. So you can basically immediately already put it into Covarex. Actually, I'm gonna wait for Covarex until I actually do it. Although I guess, I could already start sorting anyway. And yeah, I'll do it elsewhere. I don't have the space for that here. You want quite a bit of space to actually do Covarex. So you're gonna be gold Omnisludge. Sorry, uranium Omni Sludge. Uranium hydronomic acid. What's the bad one you're coming from? It was like Blueprint Tycoon. I streamed it a little bit earlier. It was atrocious. It had a very neat idea, but the execution was just ass. Uranium hydrochloric. The idea was kind of neat. So the idea was that you would you have a very restricted building area, and you have factory buildings that you connect up with transport lines. So you never like path a train around or a worker around. You just tell it to go from A to B, and it'll path automatically. And you can tell it to drag things, like garbage or gold ore or products. And the idea is that you can like within every single building you can like change the production, like the blueprint. But it's just the idea is nice, but the amount of information the game gives is basically non-existent. And like it just knows how to make everything annoying. Like you have a tutorial and it's pretty alright, but then you start doing a game and suddenly they introduce reputation and a ton of other mechanics that you don't know about. Like they have a bar up top and it's your money, right? But they never mention, hey, you need to actually earn money because otherwise everything is going to go to shit. And like I don't mind figuring things out myself, but it's a bit excessive. And like they never tell you like they have a number somewhere, right? I don't know what it means. Does it mean like units produced per day? would be nice to know because I have no idea how much my workers eat. You need to like feed your workers, but it just doesn't tell you, for example, like how much food your workers actually eat, or or stuff like that. It's just really bad. And I'm frankly like the game in its entirety feels like a flash game that someone is selling, and it's only $3, and I got it gifted by Shadow, so it's not like I'm not sad that it's that that I wasted my money and time on that, but it's still I'm not never gonna get those 2 hours back. Let's say it that way. Right, good. You're done. So then I can actually rename you to Uranium Sapphites. So it's just like Uranium Bob. It's like it's a game that could be enjoyable. I think if you have a very high pain tolerance, you could probably get through it. But to me, I am too used to games that have actual quality of life, and barring even that, they have other attractive like reasons to play it. Satisfactory has had little quality of life at the start. It was still more enjoyable than this. So this would be Cobalt. So this will be Cobalt Omni Sludge. Yeah, there you can watch the VOD, of course. But no, just there's no need to really. When it came out, it just didn't seem that enjoyable at the time. Well, I can tell you, it's still not enjoyable now. It's like, for example, right? One of the things where you can see like it hasn't, no one really paid attention to it. When um, when you start the game, it tells you, you should be nitric acid. It tells you to look at the black squares, right? So the black squares are they are overlaid transparently onto a blue background. And I was like, I don't see any goddamn black squares. It's because like they never thought, oh hey, maybe we should make this more clear. And it's a very small thing, right? And it's not something I would like hold the game. What do you call it? Hold back. It's like give it like negative points for it too much, but it's like it exemplifies the issues in the game. It's just a mess in so many ways, and there are so many moments when you think, "Why do I have to do this? This is a pain." There are things like copy and pasting buildings. Maybe it's possible, but the game doesn't tell me. The UI is awful. You, for example, at one moment you get a mission to like produce jewelry, right? That was like one of the final missions for the last scenario we did. And you have the mission objective and you have a not mission objective version. And the mission objective version gives you 0 money. And I was like running a huge deficit at that point. I needed it. And the game just like gonna consume it all and give you jack shit for it. It's like it's those things. Like no one sat down and thought about, should it do this? Is this what the player would expect? And it's just no. It doesn't happen. It's the whole game is like this. It's at every single turn you're thinking, why is this the way it works? And that's basically my TLDR, and I would not recommend it. Like it's $3, sure. Like it's not like no, like not like you're gonna lose a ton of money and time to it, but it's still it's like no reason to play it. you know, I wouldn't even say it's like a fun few hours, like a few other factory type buildings I've played. It really is just a glorified Flash game in the worst sense of the word. Let's see. We need a little bit of delivery because we need to get catalytic ores. But I think I'll just do that here. See if I can get around here and just build that here. What I want to do is I want to build a fuck ton of ammonia, and part of that is I'm going to go into nitric acid, and that'll allow me to finish up my ore production because I can then make like we just did uranium ore, so I can delete this block because I can then finish up cobalt and gold, and I don't think I can make titanium yet. Purely like recipe wise, what I'll do then is just you know not make it easy peasy. Next, I can just check the tech tree for that. Am I really gonna find it by scrolling here? I know that the icon for the tech, it's like a crystal. Um, yeah, here's the one. No, I see here tungsten is the one I don't have yet. Tungsten and chrome. And chrome is going to be a pain because you can't actually make the chrome salt directly. You have to actually make it via this way. Here, chrome. Ugh, it's really annoying because you like it. The chrome is going to be needed to complete the game, but the only way to make it is terrible. I actually asked the guys who make the Omnight mod about it, and they said, "Yeah, we just have an automated script that that basically creates these recipes. So we just make versions. Wait, what the hell? Oh, we just make versions of our existing, well, existing. We make versions of like someone else dictated should exist. So yeah, not our fault, which I can't really blame them for that. All right, what we need here is we need train emptier. Don't think about the naming. I'm really bad at it. We need two of these. That's it, really. We need two of these, each delivering an ore. There we go. So you're going to be a copper ore. Copper ore. Oh, like minus 10,000. 20,000. And you'll be iron ore. And these will be purely for. That's not going to be. Oh, crap. Okay, first of all, I'm an idiot. Second of all, good grief, Nitro, you're an idiot. So, me and my infinite wisdom decided to do this without. Yeah, there we go. I wanted these to be present. There we go. So now it should be fine. No cleanup stops found. Hey! Nice, that's great. So it does make an alert, which is really weird. So you should be set to manual. So how do cleanup stops work? I have no idea. It timed out, that's why. That's really strange, though. I'm really happy it tells me, but how does LCN cleanup work? I don't know. Maybe it needs like a named one or something. Anyway, I can fairly simply here just take it out myself. Set you back to automatic. No cleanup stop found. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Okay, so I think. Yeah, I can actually do the. I can actually build the nitric acid delivery here, which is very fairly nice. Oh, there we go. Just need a train. Go fluid delivery. Perfect. Where are you? Pump 2. Oh, we should have pump 2s. Nitric acid. No, you're going to be ammonia. Oh, actually, I think nitric acid didn't need anything added on. No, it did. It needed 2 ores. So yeah, I'll do that somewhere else. Because I don't have enough. I do have enough space here to actually make another one. Hey, maybe. I could do this. Because here we go. Fits perfectly. So whatever you are, ammonia, you'll be nitric acid. You'll be iron, kata, ammonia plus nitric. Terrible name, but copper. Hello there, Dennis. How you doing? I'll rename this so they're actually in the same vein. There we go. So we need 2 more of these. I think I'll just copy them over, but they won't. So you'll be aluminum ore, and you'll be silver ore, which is new. Which is one of the reasons why we couldn't actually do this before, because we just didn't have the. Oh, okay, good. Because we just didn't have silver ore, so there was no way we could even do it. Never mind. Can't just copy it nicely. There we go. Second. Okay, let's finish this up. But yeah, so I mentioned already my schedule is going to change. I mentioned earlier today my internship is going to start tomorrow. I did actually end up getting an email about it, which told me, "Hey, by the way, here's our Mendeley list of like things, so you can actually start reading. So you can actually start reading papers, which is kind of good because I strangely enough do actually need to start reading up on things." Oh, I should actually put in a bit of warehouse myself, because I would really like to place these myself. There we go. So they'll get their deliveries. You can actually see them already. Silver ore. Get filled up pretty quickly. And then they will take a very short trip and go right up there. And it's great. All right. So we have our catalytic ores. Frankly, we need tiny amounts of this. So one thing I want to do first is actually get a little bit more range going here. I don't think it'll cover everything, but if I do one here, it should. There we go. Because I need a bit more space, strangely enough. What I'll do is, well, this is going to be fun. Might be wondering, Nitro, why are you covering so much space? Because we're going to need a lot of, like, air scrubbers, for example. So, I'll do this, and then I can use my trusty little... trusty little blueprint to actually start killing the Xenos. Ah, you're not placed yet. That's annoying. But yeah, so tomorrow will be... I'll probably stream a bit more tomorrow anyway. Because then I actually only need to read some papers. Ah, there we go. Suck on that. Nothing greater than remotely delivered Xeno death. Feels weird. Actually snowing outside. Okay. Bluey. It also destroys the trees. That's not very relevant. Poor behemoth worm. Their range isn't fantastic, but I'm not going to complain about it. We're also almost out of shells, but that shouldn't be a huge issue. I kind of like artillery trains with the keys of damage skills on the wagons just for fun. Yeah, but this is a much better way for me personally to do it here. Since if I want to use rail, I also need to... It's a little bit more annoying to like put a rail like that. And you know, you can always go to go to kills and go to all. Let's see what you've killed, including one of my own. You know, I got driven over by a train. Whoops. Oh yeah, I haven't turned on bots. There we go. I like how you can see the refilling of the bots because we don't have enough. And from this, you could even calculate the speed of things. Yeah, like for artillery wagons, it would work fine if you're playing a normal world, but here it's not practical, unfortunately. A depot. I need to figure out how I can use that overflow stuff because I only have LTN manager, but it doesn't show me. It shows you inventories, but that's like the things that are requested and such. And it doesn't show me the add-on that I want to use. Right, so what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be making ammonia, which is a gas that you need a lot of, or a liquid, I guess. We need a lot of it because it's required for endgame fuel, as well as nitric acid, which is a thing we need right now. You can see we only require about 240 here, but I'm making 2,000. That is just to make sure we have more than enough. I frankly should expand it to be double size. I actually can do that fairly easily, thankfully. I just remove you. Just set you to have a limit of one train, which you already have, which you shouldn't have, but potato, potato. And, why is it not copying, like, there we go. You curve. I think it might be just a bit too early. Yeah. Oh, well, that's a shame. Also, strange that you are set to 1. Which means that you are also set to 1 limit, aren't you? Yeah, 1 train limit. That's weird. Oh god, there's like a command for this. Slash LTNC open? Let's see. Other slash, sorry. Slash help? I think I can actually do... Yeah. That's the one, so I can actually open it remotely. It's extremely useful for things like this, because you can just do... you can do it like for remotely here. Strangely enough, very, very useful. Also... Oh, not 12. Oh no, let's not do that. Let's not do that. And last one. So what do we need? So this is fairly simple. This requires 2 gases, no oxygen and nitrogen. They're basically separate things. Only the final product actually uses the input ores. So I could actually work backwards just fine here, which is actually a pretty decent idea. So for nitric acid, though, we need 23 machines, which is not that much. The ammonia gets combined with oxygen. Which we can actually tap off the other one, 760. It's a little bit of both, but we'll combine it and then vent the rest, since it's going to be the overflow product anyway. Nitric acid, right? So most of it will go into combining ammonia gas with oxygen, and then a little bit of that oxygen also goes into then combining it with nitrogen dioxide. So that'll be fairly easy to combine, and then the last step is that with water. So I will work backwards of this one, because you are ammonia and you're nitric acid. All right, so we're gonna put in. So 8 or so of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So ammonia will probably make here and then pump up. I can pump it this way via some other stuff, thankfully, which is going to be fairly easy. Can I do something similar? No, we don't have the space. But ammonia itself, the final product, is a catalytic one. So what I can do is something like this. So how many do we need of that? 15. It's 8. 15. So it requires an input and an output. 2 gases. So you'll be ammonia. You'll be nitric acid. You can, like, make it this way with sodium nitrate, but unfortunately sodium nitrate is a byproduct only. So there's no other way to actually use that. So what I would like to do is actually do something like this. So we can actually have... But you will need to drop off here, which is not something that I like per se, but it'll do. Because you put in from here, which will actually be probably the other way around. So this will be the output for the spent ammonia, and you will be an input for the close side, drop to the far side. Yeah. Which is annoying, because it'll actually slow it down, but it is what it is. There we go. And I'll put down some substations too, actually. Power this all. And so what do we need here are 2 of these. Very easy, thankfully. Actually powering this. So I could actually... let's see. There we go. So you will be our output, and you'll be our input. Easy peasy. This will be a trivial solution because the throughput it requires here is so low. It's not, doesn't matter really. Yeah, this will just require a short offset. So of course this does require a catalyst carrier. But we will need a lot more of these, that's for damn sure. Iron is going to be on its way. It'll take a while. I should probably just do... There we go, game speed is 10 to get that to speed up a bit. We're going to need a lot of this. Each craft does produce 10, but I still would like to make a little bit more. It should be on its way, yeah. Okay, there we go. Why is no iron? Oh yeah, because you're... Whoop. There we go. And then we'll do you to the near. And crap. Should have done the same here. Near, far, near, far, near, far, near, far, near. There we go. I got that going. We'll see if it's enough. Eventually it'll get consumed. It is backing up, which is good, but I would prefer to see it on new. So this is 400 of them, so we can just wait a little bit to get it crafting. Although I could probably also just do this. There we go. So there we go. Got a lot here. That's good. So we got that set up, which is perfect. So now we can actually do the rest. At least for ammonia. So for ammonia, we're gonna need two products. One of them is hydrogen, one of them is oxygen. I can probably do a lot of it also on the other side here. That's not even the worst idea. There we go. So, what do we require for nitrogen? That's the easy one. Which is like 45 of these, which is fine. And you're 24, most of which is also part of that. Let's first get the pipe infrastructure going. Just like so. Oh yeah, you do need to actually be moved up one more. Oh, whoopsie. Oh well. There. Oh wait, no, I'm doing this completely wrong. Whoopsie daisy. Slightly better way of doing this. Namely, this is a little bit better. It's not perfect, but I prefer the way it looks. Just make sure to, not overpress all your buttons, because it will just ruin your damn day. There we go. All right. So now this is hydrogen. This is nitrogen. I think I'll build the nitrogen stuff over here. So we do need some of its oxygen, though. Let's see. So I have a sort of system built here already. This is one of the blocks. The only issue, obviously, is powering them. But I think you can actually get it self-powering a bit by... Okay, I'm gonna wait for this to be... There we go. And then you can actually do... this. Yeah, and this is actually the system we just built over here. There we go. So, and then we can power you like so, which will actually limit the need for you. So we can now copy paste you a bunch of times. So the ratio is actually 1 to 2. So in a block supplying this, we can have 6. This is basically how it would be copied. So we have 4 here and we have 10 here. It's a little bit overkill. Oh. Press the Ctrl X instead of Ctrl C. So I'm going to take a look. So there are 10 in a block. I just placed 3, but it's already 30, which is what we need. And then I just need 15 of you. So 4, 8, 12, 16. Don't need you. So we have these. What is it complaining? 3 entities are being damaged. That's not nice. That is not very nice at all. Interesting, I didn't actually realize that. And go fire. Yeah, it's just on the outskirts. There we go. Filthy Xenos. Filthy, filthy Xenos. Right, so this will slowly get built. One is missing material for construction. They'll come very soon. And then we just do top, top. And I can already connect up the nitrogen itself. What I will do is I'll do multiple left points. Like do 3. So in a previous life, I made a grave mistake of trying to do this like super compactly. It did not work out. Let me tell you that. It ended up being one of the biggest design mistakes I would have ever made in Factorio. And trust me, I have made a lot. It complicated the process so much. It was ridiculous. So we're running out of everything. I want to wait a little bit and see if this to get this to actually work. You can see that there's a lot of hubbub everywhere. Of course, they're going to fill up on oxygen. So oxygen I need to collect as well. I should actually build, like, let's say 3 oxygen tanks or so. And I don't know, put like a few pumps here. Okay, so why are you not carrying on? Full of nitrogen? Oh yeah, because you of course don't have a hydrogen. So this will allow this to accumulate, and I can fairly simply put up some flare stack. I need to actually build these by myself and put these on the network. Damn, I'm an idiot. Put in an overflow valve. Like 2. And put up flare stacks. Go. Can actually put on you as well. So no, very very interesting. So you are actually going to also we need nitrogen dioxide, right? So nitrogen dioxide. Actually, no, I should look at the ratios first. So we have 8 of these making dioxide, and we have 8 of them making, well, we have 8 of them making dioxide as well. That's perfect. Because what I can do then is actually utilize the oxygen here. So you'll be making nitrogen dioxide. Nitrogen dioxide, there we go. As you can see, I can just do that. And then for you, I would have this. And would you look at that? And now this is all hooked up already. That's perfect. And now we have, of course, the nitrogen here. Sorry, the oxygen, my bad. Which I just do like so. And oh, would you look at that? We have our oxygen right here. It's easy peasy. So we have our oxygen, we just need nitrogen monoxide, and that's made with ammonia and oxygen as well. So give you a guess how that's done. So you are going to be our the monoxide. Okay, so and then we do like so. And then this is the ammonia. This is the one that'll be a little bit annoying because we need to like put it from here to here. But crud. Bit awkward, but there we go. So this is a process that is very annoying to get working proper. And oh crap, of course. You then also have the let me think, how can I do that? Can I reach? I think I might be able to. Ooh. Nope. Okay, slight change of plans. It's actually not that bad even, because I can just move you up like here. Change in pressure is negligible. And now it's fairly easy. Now I can just do this. So you pick up from here and drop here. So now I think you drop here. Let me actually do this again. So you pick up near, drop 3 tiles away. Ugh. You pick up 3 tiles away and you drop a second tile away. And but at least once this is done, the only thing we would need to do is oh, this is actually giant overkill. We only need like 3 of these. Oof. Jeez, that's embarrassing. Well, it looks nicer like this. It makes it a bit easier to build as well. And now I can basically copy what we have here. So this is 2 of them or so. Probably even less. 1. Trivial. Just do it over here. Looks a little bit nicer. So let's do 2, because, you know, good order and all that. I forgot the drop offset as well. Easy to fix, thankfully. And then we just get an ore input. There we go. And perfect. No train to transport fluids found in depot. Interesting. Skipping fluid processing. That's strange. Are they all empty? No, there's one here. You're set to automatic. But you'll immediately leave then, right? Okay, what I can do is actually fairly easily remake more. 5, and then add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All I need to do is actually set these to automatic. I have to do that manually, unfortunately. And now again, I do need frames. So we'll let this one work for a little bit. Perfect, perfect. This is This is genuinely a lot easier than I expected it to be. It's very nice, though. I ain't complaining, that's for damn sure. So we'll let you run for a little bit longer. Don't worry, buddy. We're working on it. Should be more than enough. And now all I need to do is hydrogen, which is oh, and water, of course. That'll be a little bit more work, unfortunately. So we can already get the water done for you. So this side needs that. I can check how much they needed. Nitric acid requires only 3, which is fairly simple to build. Keeping these separated is not strictly required, but it'll make designing things a lot easier. Because I can just do like so. As in, this is all I need to do, but this is done now. Nah, if only I had actually designed that properly. Okay, so the other side is a little bit more work. Here we go, hydrogen. What do we need? So making this amount of hydrogen is genuinely complicated. So what we do is we use we use electrolyzers with electrodes. You can do it without, but it's like twice as slow, which means it would need like 32. And this makes it a lot faster and cheaper as well. So what we need is we need 13 of these making water. That is quite a lot, you might ask, and I answer you, of course, that's quite a lot, geez. I'm not stupid. We're going to build this from the back up, though. So we're going to build electrolyzers. So 7 to 17 is a bit of an awkward ratio, especially because the inputs for these are identical. So what I will do is I will build a very big pipeline that just, you know, how do you say that? How do I do this proper? My original idea is usually to have like a tandem, so one, so like this, you know. It's a little bit inefficient, so I think I'll just do it like this. Yeah, I think that's better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yikes, but that's just the way it is. Or I'm going to design this here. I need to wait for at least a few of these to be built. However, what I do know is that this pipeline will be the same because it'll all be oxygen, and then we can just do the same thing we did elsewhere. And these can just both be long. Well, not really, but you know. Actually, it's possible for that to be the case if we just have. Actually, yeah. How much do we need? 16. That'll be fine. Yeah, it's annoying. It says no. I found. All right, let me actually fix that. Actually, go set those to automatic. I hate these. They are actually required for a few things in the game, but they won't really be important. Anyway, you can just chase me. I really like this system. It looks so neat. So now we have these, so you might ask, how do you use them? You simply set them to depot. You can copy that. But it actually doesn't copy the automatic, unfortunately. At least as far as I'm aware, it doesn't. Makes sense, but still unfortunate. So that's I love it. It's so easy to add more trains to the system. It's great. All right, so well we have you placed. Good stuff. So we set you to you, and we can start building. Yeah, we know. No nitric acid found. So, annoyingly enough, actually, could I just do like you? Maybe. Yeah, see, somewhere it won't work. Okay, I've got a slightly better idea. So there was one that wouldn't work. Which is you. So what I could do here is actually add a pump. The reason why I would do that is just so it doesn't backflow. And this gets consumed a little bit more consistently. All right. And then we need some oxygen, which, well, we can do fairly simply by just doing... Except for that one location where we can't. And I do the same here, just to like pump. Oh, yeah, there we go. So I can actually put in a pump here as well. So that's hooked up, easy peasy. And now we just need you. So, nah, actually, I just thought about it. Doesn't really make much sense anyway. Because I would like to prefer to do it all down here. Actually, it doesn't really matter. Let's do it up north. So what we're going to do here is your output, your input. So simply you will go for a nearby pickup. And I put you here. Oh. And I just make sure that the drop-off is offset once. Ugh. So you're correct, yeah. And now I just... And I just do bit of substations. And, well, now, of course, one thing rests us. Namely, there we go. So how do we do this? 7 of them, simple input, discard the outputs. It's fairly simple. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 8ish. So that's fine. You will be cleaning our electrodes. So I need to actually make these electrodes. Funnily, annoyingly enough. What do I need to make them? I think it's steel. Oh, it's carbon. Ugh. I have carbon. I know where it is. It shouldn't be that difficult to get, thankfully. Fine. And then we just get purified water, which we need to put in here anyway. It won't be the only input, but it means I can simply... They're still connected up, you know. Might as well put in the roboport over here. Don't know how far it is away, but... Alright, so... We just need to wait for more landfill. Actually, I can just probably do... Yeah, easy peasy. Alright, almost done. You're not going the right way. Oh, no, fudge. That won't work. That will not work, because I'll need one for in and output. It can technically work. No, it can't. Crud. Ah, fine. There we go. So you'll be output, you'll be that, you'll be a further drop position. You'll be a near drop. And I just simply copy you. Forgot about that. Just what? There we go. There we go. So these are now hooked up as well, as much as they can be. I'll need to go grab some carbon, but that should be fine. And the good thing is now I can just copy this setup and just duplicate it a bit more. Oh. So we need 13 of these, right? So you might wonder, how do you do that? Oh, no. Crud. That's weird. How are you not placed? There we go. So now what I can do is just flip you around. Can I fit 13 in here? Probably not. But I might be able to do it here. 4, 8, 13. All right, let's do it like that. These are basically self-contained units. Yeah, so we'll just chop off the end there, which is fine. All right, and how do we hook you up, you might ask? Through the wonders of modern technology. AKA super long undergrounds. God, I love these so much. All right. Nice. Trying to delete you. I want to make sure these are all connected up. Okay, should be fine. Now we just wait a lot, basically. Actually, no, you still need to add. There we go. And now we need one more thing, because even when you are built, we're going to need the electrodes, which thankfully require not that much, only a bunch of carbon. And I should bring quite a bit. I should actually maybe see if I can automate them so I can just request them. I want to make sure you all work, although that shouldn't be very difficult. Yeah. Let's go back. Should also make delivery of these things a lot easier. Oh god, there's still like a few more things I need to put in the network. Flare stacks, void chests, carriers. The catalyst carriers are just handy to have, so you can just request like 200 of them. Same goes for these electrodes. Just simply carbon and steel, which we have tons of. We actually have it already on the belt here. Like there is guaranteed a location where these are right next to each other. And with guaranteed, I mean, it's literally right here. Yeah, dingus. So you just put like a little bit here and it'll just make it for you. So the other stuff we needed is simply iron. So yeah, not very difficult to get either. I am. Oh, this is so dumb. Why am I doing this to myself? There we go. So I don't know exactly how many I'll need, but now I can request them at any time I want. Oh god, we can. Oh yeah, we need to start. So I mentioned before that I can start doing uranium now. That wasn't entirely honest, unfortunately. It only was such a party. There are actually quite a few hurdles to overcome before we can do that. Now these are not big. We basically already overcame them, but I still need to actually do them. Namely, this is building all the components required to make the factory, sorry, like the turbines, stuff like that. It's not very difficult to get, but it's not fun either, you know. There we go. So now what I do is just run a speed 10 a bit and see if everything works. What do you mean no nitric acid? Oh, look at that. It's thousands already. It's great. So I should actually do this just to make sure it doesn't backflow. And there we go. We should also have cobalt. That makes me very happy because these are some very fairly complicated mid to end game ores we just got done. And this good production of ammonia and all the other stuff, this will be output full. It's perfectly fine. But one thing you don't want to see is this to back up. That's the big kicker. So for here, what's going on? You're just not getting rid of your hydrogen, which is perfectly fine because we have enough of that. Oxygen should never be the limiting factor here, which it doesn't seem like it is. No cleanup will arrive at depot with the remaining cargo. That's annoying. So you have some. Oh no. What are you requested for? I think it's more nitric acid, which should be fine. Nope. Okay. So this will time out. So we simply slow it down a bit. And we set this to manual. It, in theory, should dispatch another train a little bit, but now it's really strange, though, that it would not empty it out. And now, where we go. So I can actually check why it didn't do that. So nitric acid is completely full. What is it requesting? 48,000. Minus 50k. I guess we might have just gotten unlucky. Not. Oh, that was very close to death. I'm not entirely sure. All right. So, but I'm very happy to see this. So nitric acid isn't working because it doesn't have you because you don't get oxygen. So that's strange. Because you should, in theory, always make more oxygen than required. Okay, there's a way to fix this, though. Namely, whoopsie. We can simply have a buffer here. What is it trying to connect? Oh, yeah, I see. Oopsie. Just have a bit of overflow. cow bolts. Gotta go fast. What? So this is an issue. It's not exactly ideal. I think what I'll do is just add a... Yeah, I think I know what I'm going to do. This is just not a great way of doing this anyway. Simply just copy this. So one thing I could check, so if you're... Yeah, so you're full of nitrogen, which is exactly like intended. So unfortunately this did not work as well as I had hoped. It's not a big issue, however. Because I can simply do this. And there we go. 100? Yeah, my ass. Strangely enough, not that useful. There we go. Oh, they should be working just fine. And why? Because they will be feeding back into this. So, since you have your own local supply now, I don't think this is... Well... Because you'll be working forever, and I don't want that. Basically what I want to do is I would like to... Cobalt, almost... That's a terrible joke, I'll let you know. Right, I have a better idea. So... This I never want to vent. But what I can do is I can add a top-up valve here, and then an overflow valve here. So this will fill up the system when it's underflowing, but it will vent if it's too much. So this will make sure that this will not keep producing forever. So the reason why it's now done is because it's full, which is exactly what I wanted. Great. All right, so what I can do now is actually copy this entire system over here, because there are 2 more ores to make with the exact same setup. And that is what I'm looking forward to. Now I will slightly modify it. Every joke you have to explain is a good joke. Yeah, that's how that works. Look, if you're German, at least I can forgive it. Because we all know Germans don't have humor. You're not a fan of the robots going to the robo ports. That is... Oh, that is awful. That is really bad. But it's you know, it's I shouldn't be surprised. So my hope was that I could actually... Okay. So my plan is to actually copy this over and make a very, very nice, very, very fast... upgrade, or, well, production of tungsten. Well, tungsten between quotation marks. Okay, there's nothing in you. Never said it was funny, I just pretend I am. Don't we all? Look, I'm a streamer, I'm supposed to be funny. Strangely enough, I almost never am. Move themselves. This is awful, but I don't care. Right, so the idea is to copy this entire block and plop it down here. It'll allow us to make, can we remove you? Gold and titanium. Titanium we won't be able to make yet, but I can just plop it down and just fill in the recipes later. The only thing I need to make sure is that there will be no deliveries here. That'll be really bad. So what I can do is I can go into the um, I can go into the blueprint, remove all of these. It'll be a bit of a pain, but what's the other idea? So I need to make sure no deliveries get done. I can also remove you, but that'll cost me a lot of cables. Although that's not really the worst. I could have. Oh, no. I should be able to run over to them and place them before everything is built. I think that'll be fine. All I need to do is actually manually place them and just make sure that I put in nothing. In fact, for the assets, it'll be fine. It's more of a pain for the ores because I can remove all the liquids instantly, but I cannot remove materials like hundreds of like if a train gets dispatched, fixing that is a pain because you can't really put it back into itself. I can put it back into other stuff though, but hey. What I actually want to check is so this was designed with better things in mind. So we should be seeing 4,500 a minute. So I can go to P for production, cobalt ore, yeah. So it's a little half or so what it could be making. I think the reason why is mostly that these are just not as fast. If you cut the rail so that node path, it'll still get made. Like the delivery will still get created and a train will be dispatched. So the only thing I could do is I could cut the rail connection near the. I could cut the rail connection near the depot, but it'll cut off everything else as well. Okay. So what I actually need to do is upgrade these. I can already make Omniflog Mark IIIs, but they're a bit of a pain. I can, however, already do that. Why am I not doing that? Oh well, words they don't matter. Anyway, what I need to do first is go to the map and actually copy this entire. What I'm going to do first, I'll copy. What I can do is I can copy this length, put it down like here. Well, I don't need you. It'll tell me exactly where I need to place you. Because it's actually kind of useful. Because it means that I can just do this. Yeah, the biggest is just they get dispatched. It's not. You can fix it. Like I can take manual control of the train and drive it to a different place, but it's pain. What I would like to do is set up a no failure to delivery place, so it all just get accumulated, sorted out, and thrown into the bot network. And then what I can do is I can have requesting depots even, and I just request all the ores. And I just collect it in one spot, and bada bing, bada boom, we're done. But I think we can do it. I just need to be fast. But we're far from done with this whole adventure. We have two more steps to go through for every single plate we want. First, we're going to make everything into ingots. This thankfully will rarely require more than the ore itself and a few acids, and this should take fairly little time. In fact, well, okay, I can't do that here. In my previous run with the extremely good modules, I was able to create a full belt. Like I wasn't able to actually extract fast enough from one blast furnace. Like with enough speed beacons and production modules, it produced so much ore. It was great. But yeah, we want to make every single type of ingot, and then we want to make every single type of plate. I'm not 100% sold on this just yet, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make the rolls, which are very dense. So it'll allow me to have basically the most compacted version possible on the rail network. Yeah, rolls, exactly. I want to ship rolls. There's a few exceptions that I would need to make. Like, for example, I would need to ship silicon ingots or silicon ore for a few distinct things. But I'm thinking about like making the silicon, whatever they're called, the things you need for chip production, for example, put that on the network, and put I'm gonna put silicon ore on the network anyway. For example, it will already be on the network. Like it's not a question, of course. That one, the ingots. Is that actually silicon ingots? What's it used for? Yeah, so you need, for example, for silicon powder, it's required for a few things. So it is silicon ingots are a few of those things that you kind of want to put on the network anyway, because it's useful for a few things. But this is like one of the things. So ingots are useful to put on the network anyway, so you can combine them here. The thing is, I usually did this in one location, but what is better to do is to what is better to do is to just have one location with even small process change done preliminary. So this, for example, and then I just do this step. Fuck the one with coolant. I hate coolant. All my homies hate coolant. Do this one and ship the rolls. Because 2 rolls go to 4 plates. So, sorry, 1 roll goes to 4 plates. So it's a 4x density reduction. The only thing I'm not sure about is this comparison. Because I don't know what these stack. I think it's 200 or so. Maybe it's 100. So that's kind of the question there. I could check it out actually by going here. 200, yeah. So you can have 800 plates in a stack, but I don't know how that compares to tanker wagons. So I could actually do that right now. So one of these can have 60 slots, so it's 60 times 200. Whereas this can have 37,000 over 80 over 40 actually is 37,000 over 40 is 925. If we divide that over 200, so that's how many rolls it could have. So that's only 4.5 stacks of rolls. So actually shipping the rolls is much, 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 much better. So one tanker car full of rolls could supply thousands and thousands of plates, which is great. All right, so now comes the fun part. Now we're first going to do rail. I know I don't need to, but I still like to. So we're going to ship rolls. In my previous run, using rolls, you can use the cooling fluids. I'm not entirely sure. The thing with the cooling fluid, it's a huge pain. I actually did it in my previous run where I had like a central cooling location, but it's not really worth it. The thing is, it's twice as fast. But here, let me show you an example, right? So we want aluminum plate, right? So we want to fine, let's do iron. So we want like a full belt of iron plates. So it's like the god belt, like the super one. We need 25, and sure that's a lot, but okay, it's 5. Okay, it's actually more than I thought. Did they change that? So you need 4 of this, and of 4 seconds, 2 seconds. Ah, I think they changed it. No, they must have. Wait, do you also get more? Oh, the yield is also better. Okay. I think when I last played this, the yield was the same. No, if the yield is better, that's a huge difference, though. No, never mind. Okay, that changes a lot. Because you can see here, you require 656, and here you require 750. That's a pretty bit, it's like 10%. That's quite a bit. Matters maybe not for iron, but it sure as shit matters for the rest. The coolant amount is a bit annoying. So the way you actually have to do this, you have to like cool it down in like multiple steps, 3 in fact. It's kind of annoying. Why are you not giving me the right one? Oh yeah, because first you need to be made from. Can't even get the ceramic one yet. Yeah, less than 50, less than you, and less than you. So yeah, this is what you get. Also, the steam amounts are really weird. But okay, so it's only 2. That's a bit better. That is better than I remember. That's a lot better than I remember. Yeah, so in theory, this will only require a little bit of where's the cleaning filters one? Here we go. And so the steam, don't like it. Where's the water? Yeah, you require water. You produce steam, and the steam can actually be condensed back into it as well. I think I did that even for my my setup. You can make purified water. One of the things I did not like about this, though, is how do you say that? Is you can't turn purified water into water. And now I know it's not exactly the same. Water has minerals and other crap in it, but you should be able to use it in like things like this. But you can't make water from this. Thankfully, water is super cheap to make. I actually used this for power in one of my other situations because I don't think they generate pollution, if I recall correctly. At least these don't. So in theory, it's free power. Of course, you would have to set up a priority system since it doesn't actually use it. Don't do that. Just burn it. Just flare it. But this should not be very difficult. Using it power is a bit dodgy if you got too much. The production amount's very low of steam. It's like 50 a second, and this will consume hundreds a second. 30 a second, so you would need like 6. The only issue is that how do you say that? The biggest issue lies in the fact that it prioritizes the good fuels. So it'll prioritizes like this one. It'll only consume if there's a draw. If you don't have a draw, yeah, exactly. So that's another issue. So I did it because I'm an idiot, and I was like, oh look, it's funny. You can actually, it's all full circle. Huda huda huda. Don't do it, kids. All right. So now comes the really fun part. That's a lot of things. I made a separate system filter for radar force just to burn the. But why? What is red? Things that don't matter. Here comes the fun part, kids. Place it down, remove it. So I will leave these two because I know that they're identical, and I'll just go to the other end. So this would cost me hours normally to build. Well, hours is a bit excessive, but this is the good thing about blueprints. I remember, God, who was it? One of the creators of Factorio saying that blueprints were one of the most divisive things he was ever. One of like the how do you say that? One of the things he was least sure about how to actually, if he should actually add them. So let me go back here. I've got a little bit of break because liquids are easy to remove. So the gold one needs an hydrochloric. Hey, look at that hydrochloric. So this is easy. Hydrochloric, yeah, perfect. Oh, you'll need nitric. So this is the one that actually requires 3. Fun, fun, fun. Um, I am not sure what I'll do with that. I think I will maybe pump it from the other side. The other thing I mentioned is that you. I had nuclear. One second. Let me actually do this here. It's not very difficult to do. It's a bit of a pain. So what I can do is actually do it like so. And actually see if this can work. I think it will be able to work. What I can do is I can copy this. Yeah, see how that barely doesn't work? Okay, what if I do it like so? Yeah, it's like one offset too much. This is an issue I had as great. Issue I had as well. Oh, fudge, you're hydrochloric. Ugh, you should have been nitric. -50. Ha 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 ha. Ha, look, you're empty. Don't worry about it. It can't actually go there. You'll figure it out later. So the only way to actually get around this is by considering this is one big block, which it kind of already does. So we'll be fine. Yeah. Don't worry about it. I can actually fairly simply fix that by just doing... Oh, no, I don't have enough rail. God damn it. It actually can't get out. Why? Why do you do this to me? Come on, you're so close. I don't want it to time out, so I'm actually going to... It'll just be a pain if it times out. There we go. And you're not getting built in time. I didn't think about this. I didn't think about this at all. I don't have any of these to help you, buddy. So let's hope you get built in time, but probably not. This might be a big issue. No train to fly. Yeah, because they're all being used right now. Huh? You're empty? Interesting. Well, it should be fine. Okay, good. It'll all end up being okay. Huh. Did I ever fix this? No, I didn't. Can't override. Yeah, I could. I'm just lazy. Don't think about it. Did I never fix that? No, I must have. Ha ha ha! Nitro, you're an idiot. What is its remaining cargo? Oh, fudge. Yeah, it's bad. All right, no cleanup stops found. I need to fix that someday. Fluids are not a big issue when they're broken, thankfully, so it'll be okay. I will go fix it in a second. Yes. So train 84, train 85. So I need to actually look. You don't work. How do we fix that? We set you to manual. We do this, and we set you back to automatic. And it'll we can just tell it to go back to the depot. I am so gonna get run over. Just go fix these trains now. Yeah, I think my 50k limit just does not work. That's a bit unfortunate, but such is life. I think these might not be able to empty out, though, because of no 16 punks or whatever. None of them are arriving with, like... Ah, god damn it. Ugh, I got whacked. Great. Yeah, the tanks are missing. Well, that would explain why. That would explain why... Manual? Yeah, I need to just let it produce at first. I see why. Yeah, don't worry about it, kid. Yeah, run me over. Do it. Do it. So the issue, as you might imagine, is that I'm a blithering idiot who can't design for shit. Nah, I just thought it doesn't fill up fast enough. All right, let me actually... Oh, yeah, where's my corpse again? Oh, it's right here. Oopsie. Let's see. Let's make a bunch of these. What's the other thing that's missing? Roboports? That's weird. It shouldn't be missing roboports. Oh, maybe it's out of reach. I like all my freaking... Okay, good. You're placed. Yeah, so it's just because you're missing tanks. That's really annoying. So we should be making them here. Why is that not the case? Oh, we don't have Invar. Fuck. Okay, that's weird. That's because we don't have any nickel ore. I need my goddamn nickels back. Right, there is no good way to easily fix this. Besides, boy, no Ingvar, no Invar, yeah, it's an alloy between nickel and iron, or nickel and steel. Don't know if it's a real one, but anyway. Anyway, the issue is, of course, we just don't have enough of it. Fun fact, we will not have enough of it anyway. I can already tell you this. The reason why it's our nickel production is limited by our gold production, because it's like they're both using very inefficient methods right now. Yeah, it's gonna be timing them all out. So, how much does it require? It's 20 per. I think I might be able to barely solve it. If not, well, what I can do now is cheese it a bit. So it requires nickel ore. Right here. Nickel, yeah. So I can just go manually grab some in the meantime. Which is, well, wouldn't exactly call it a very sophisticated solution. But, you know, that's the way I roll, baby. Yeah, so one thing I can do is I can actually dump my own into the storage tank all corners. So I can actually temporarily... Yeah, see, exactly. So, because it won't have any requests. Good. Good. Okay, then we go to... nickel ore. I don't know exactly how much I will need to actually fix this. But I am... well, let's find out. Actually, I can... Nah, I could actually... Oh, I could actually cheese this a bit. So I can do this. No, don't... Ah. Fine, I forgot about it. Damn it, I wanted it to... Well, I guess it'll be in my... I can actually request it now. Nickel, 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 nickel is like over here. So what I can do is I can simply do yoink. And it should be on the way. Yeah. Because I can just do you. And grab the rest. Yeah. I know. Don't worry about it. I'll fix it. Oh, great. So what I can do is simply do... Ha! They automatically so... Automatic? Oh yeah, because you didn't actually get the order. It waits 5 seconds. Oh. Perfect. And away the trains go. So they're going to complain about, oh, we can't find any of the proper trains, but that'll be fixed fairly soon. What sort of train quality of life mods do you have? It's LTN, Logistic Train Manager, which is kind of the only one, and some attachments to that, like a manager that shows me all the requests and things that are in transit and stuff like that. But LTN is the main one, and it overhauls the entire train system, and it's fantastic. I love it. Yeah, good year. That one that I should have been changed. It changes the entire system into a demand supply system. So instead of making manual, yeah, you know, LTO, that's the only one really. I also have like one that tells me if a train leaves with some leftover inventory, and that manager that I showed you, and an LTN combinator that makes like managing stations a little bit easier, because it just like gives you an easy place to adjust things, so you don't have to go like search through the actual menu, because I'm lazy. Like I don't want to have to go actual search through the like through this menu for everything. Like 90% of these signals you're not going to choose. Like encoded positions of Fluid Dragon Mark II. Like when the actual hell are you using this? Never. If only there was a search button, but I don't care. I'm lazy. Like no, I can't think of a reason that I would actually use this now. Like I used to. Why the hell provider and requester toggled? That's not good. Does not. That's weird. That's really strange. I'll need to check the other one. When did that happen? Yeah, you also have it, so it's been misclick. All right, well, easy enough to fix. Oh, fudge. It means everything I've copy-pasted with that has it, right? Yep. That'll be a pain. That'll be a pain. I can use LTNC open, but I'll just run around a bit. It's not that difficult to actually fix. But yeah, it's a quality of life thing. It makes it a bit easier. Mostly because like everything that I would use here, it's like I said, there's no need to actually open it. You don't have it though, or maybe I've already fixed you anyway. There's only one set up north that I still have to fix, I think. Let me actually check you. Yeah, so you have provider, which is correct. You're full. You look like you're empty. These are all acids, silver ore, and you should be fixed. Ah, you have provider and provider, correct. Great. How are you doing? Exactly what I want to see. Probably should expand those later, but yeah, it'll come later. Alright, so tungsten is not worth doing it yet, but I can do gold. Let's see, what do I need for direct sorting for gold? This one requires R3, which is I built on the other side. I can actually do tungsten while I'm at it. Oh, no, I can't. Sorry, titanium was the one. Sephirites, styrotite, rubyites. Well, I just need to swap you. Right? Yeah, just need to swap you. Swapping these is fairly simple. Just need to make sure to actually set the geode correctly, which is blue. And set you correctly. Even the assets are already correctly set up. And now I can actually put this back. So ruby, 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 rubyites. Sapphirites. And styrotites. So everything else is set up already. I just need to erase the recipe from here since I don't have it yet. And this will make sure nothing else gets inside when it shouldn't. Funny enough, I have the one for... Wait. Oh, yeah, here. We don't have it here yet. Yeah, that's correct. Ah, of course. Well, good that I have 6, because I needed a little bit of that to kickstart that process. It's a catalytic process, so 3, like literally 1 would be enough. And there we go. So for you... So you actually use a third one. I'll have to manually fix it, which is going to be a little bit annoying. Not very. I designed it with 3 in... with 3 separate ones in mind, initially anyway. So it'll be an easy fix. Which ones do I need to keep the same though for gold? Crotinium, styrotite, and rubyites. Okay, so I just need to replace bobmonium with crotinium. Light green. So you see this needs hydrochloric. So I need to... So let's see, you require sulfuric. Good. And you require... Oh, you require hydrochloric. Where's the nitric one? Rubyites. Uh-oh. Oh, no, it's all okay. Good. That's weird. Oh, I know why. That's frustrating. Oh, well. Guess we need to swap 2 of these. Your cyan geode. Okay, now I can actually put this one to hydrochloric. So Your nitric is the rightmost one. There we go. So this fix is fairly simple. Well, fix is just setting this up minus 50,000. And oh, are you sapphites? No, you're not. You're styritites. Good to double check. Literally had to change all of them. I'm an idiot. You make yellow geode. Normally you would reuse this in a. Normally you would reuse these for the catalyst, but we don't actually need to do that. Thank God. Oh yeah, it's the wrong one. Damn it! I keep making that mistake. And you go into gold ore sulfation. Gold crystals. And finally actual gold. Perfect. All I need to do now is actually change the names of these stations to gold nitric acid, gold. Need to actually not rename these until all the trains are done. Anyway. And there we go. We have our gold. And there are only 2 more ores that are left to do. Namely zinc and silicon. And these are for the very late game. This one we haven't researched yet. And these should be fairly simple to make. Ah, that looks good, doesn't it? This one will, well, it'll be the next tech. Gold ore. Frankly, you actually don't need to rename these stations at all. It will still work in theory. So this is a gold omni sludge. The reason why is that it actually uses a temporary system. So it basically creates a temporary stop right in front of the location, making it so that even stations that have identical names will never actually have gold crotinium. We'll never actually get wrong trains, as it were. Gold rubiites. Gold styrotites. You already renamed, and I'm going to need to rename the other set to tungsten. Sorry, titanium. Titanium? Titanium is the next big ore, as it were. I am actually fairly certain that I cannot... Just thinking about there are 2 techs next, basically. I can kind of do them at any time I want. Because I don't think either requires titanium ore. Sorry, titanium as a metal. If one of them does, it'll require priority. Titanium styrotite. Hey there, Franconian. It was very, very painful. Um, and not an experience I would like to repeat. And thankfully, I don't have to, because no one's forcing me to. Thank God. Just making sure I actually got you right. Titanium, blue, other blue, and red. Good stuff. No, Shadow's pain was pretty painful. Blueprint Tycoon is not a game I would recommend to anyone, frankly, unless you really, really hate yourself. Um, let's see. It's midnight. I think I should go to bed. I actually have stuff to do tomorrow. Um, I think what I'll do is finish up the last two ores. The thing is, these are fairly small. They only require like 37, and that includes this big block. You'll be tortured today again. No, I won't. Wait, it's Tuesday. Time for more. Arcanum. That's pretty fun though. Don't drive while sleeping. I don't have a license, so that's fairly easy. So yeah, I the mess I made here, I basically need to copy that a bit more because it's a fairly simple process. Thankfully, what I'll probably do is do that here. That shouldn't be too difficult. Then once I have those ores done, we can start the next set, which I'll probably do here. Do you want to wait with Landstalker until I got a better controller? We're gonna do it, flip it around every week, right? I played Landstalker last time on Tuesday. And I should have actually already ordered a controller, but I haven't yet. But I'll do that tomorrow, I think. I haven't even looked into aftermarket Mega Drive controllers, but I imagine they exist. But yeah, do the two ores. Then what I can do is I can actually start doing. Um, I can actually start making every single metal, which is not very difficult and a lot more fun because they're very different per ore. Um, should actually. I think I've fixed every single name except for these, but they're not used yet, so that's fine. Okay. So yeah, probably going to do that here. Fix up the ores, and then good thing that we can start tearing this down, because like this is all ore production. We will not need it anymore. In fact, 3/4 or more of this could already be torn down, but I won't. Not until we fix everything. But then this will be supplying a lot of plates. Basically, cut it off here, and I can tear down so much here. I'm looking forward to it quite a bit. The only thing I'll probably keep, actually everywhere, I'll slowly be able to cut it down. Like this, produce omniston for oil. I'll replace it as well. Uh, there's a lot I'm gonna be able to fix, and I'm looking forward to that. Because the more I decentralize, the more I can clean this up. Eventually, I will remove all the solar panels as well, and I'll have just very simple power. I should actually remember to add to start the uranium already, so we can start making enough for Kovarex. Anyway, for now, thank you for watching. Chat seems to be not working, but I'll assume you're saying more good night. So cheers.